Welcome to the Blaize interview. My name is Blaize, and this is
Rajh and Kirch.
Rapper, comedian, producer. I mean, name whatever
asshole.
Pronouns, asshole. Isn't that what your exes call you?
No,
but we're right here in San Diego area, Cajon.
Texas from my ex. What's going on, Blaize?
But man, what I really want to get to is I always ask everyone. The first question is, how did you get into comedy?
That's a good question. Well,
I
guess like, you know, since I was a little kid, you ever like find yourself doing something you never thought you'd do, but like you always like. That's how rap music was for me too. I just I was a fan. As a kid, my parents would pay me like Cheech and Chong records, and they'd play me, you know, Steve Martin.
Oh, okay.
And then I grew up watching Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
I love that
Raw, one. And then just a huge fan of stand-up. And then I guess I moved back to my hometown of San Diego after living in Long Beach for a long time, and I wanted to try something new. And I got tired of rap music, and I just found an open mic on New Year's Day.
New Year's Day?
Old New Year's Day. And
what year?
I think it was about 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went to Winston's in Ocean Beach. And yeah, it was cool. It was good. I did like 7 minutes.
Ooh,
I ran
good.
my light.
7 minutes and you ran the light? I'm
pretty sure they give me 3 or 5. No, but it was fun, man. And I got addicted to it. And then my second time I played the Comedy Store and the open mic there, and I bombed harder than I'd ever bombed in my life.
Amen. But it's fun when you bomb.
Oh yeah, I love questioning whether I should do something for 3 months until I crave it.
Or commit just suicide.
Yeah.
And you're psychopath.
Yeah, you just question like your existence on this earth and like.
So so your first mic. Do you remember what you were talking about in your first mic?
Oh, I was talking about how I wasn't like a crack baby, but I was a coke baby, and how my mom did cocaine the whole time she was pregnant with me, and I wasn't like more upper echelon, you know.
I feel that. I feel that. You're like you're just a little below.
And I was going through a really hard like addiction phase of my life, so I was kind of like, am I an addict or am I a lifer? You know?
Lifer. That's a great one. Right there.
No, but I've learned now that sober is always the better way to go.
Is it?
Like, I don't know, maybe a little weed or a little beer or something, but.
So this is drinking right on the podcast.
Cheers.
Salud.
Thanks for coming down, man.
Thank you for having me. Yes, 2-hour drive. It was all good though. I brought Lucy. She's underneath the table, being a bitch like always. But
literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I came out here, San Diego, 2 years ago. It was for my actually it was 2 years ago.
Oh, for the show?
For the open mic.
Right? Yeah,
at the open mic. The reason I came
Comedy Casino?
Comedy Casino.
Yeah.
I think about that like at least once a month. I always think about Comedy Casino.
It's probably illegal.
That shit's always so funny.
Well, that's funny. I'm thinking about relaunching it, but it was man, I just threw myself in there because I felt like I was so used to playing shows, like music shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And promoting and with all these different bands, I thought, well, why don't I just do this but with comedy? You know, I don't need a shitty promoter to help me. You know.
Yeah, it's not that. Especially after COVID, I feel like a lot more folks have been more inclined to start their own show, start their own thing. I mean, I started my own podcast, so like so many people did that.
Yeah, I got there was a promoter. Like I was just tired of. I don't know, and I saw an opportunity. There was a stage, and there was, a budget, and I was like, hey. And then I had a friend that I think I got the idea for the music part of Comedy Casino from the Comedy Store. That second time I played, there was a guy, I forget his name. Then I bombed horribly, and I ran my light too.
Yeah, you ran the light. There again. Oh my god.
2 years later, did a roast battle though.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it was there's something about having a live piano on stage, doing comedy. And there was a guy that he played at the Comedy Store for like 20 years, and he passed away during COVID. But that was where I had gotten the idea from.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. So the Comedy Casino. So you were just stretching yourself thin. That's why you had to just put it on hiatus for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I think the last one we did was about a year ago. This month, yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
I got it was a lot of pressure. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Like, I am so neurotic, and like I set these goals, and then I think I'd like to, it's like when you pray for things and God hands to you or whatever, the universe hands to you, and then you're like, oh, but I'm scared. Like, you finally have it right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
And so I tend to do that. Even today with this podcast, like, I was like, oh, maybe we could reschedule. And So I'm working on that a lot, and but you know, to count the blessings and just.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a stranger here.
Oh.
Hey.
That's fine.
What's up, dude?
He's in,
El Cajon local here. What's up, man? How you doing? We're filming a podcast right now.
Good, man.
You what?
Filming a podcast right now.
Blaize.
Who's the dog out?
Lucy. That's my dog.
Good seeing you.
One of the homies?
Yeah, local. Landing from the same bar we were just talking about.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the hand sanitized.
So yeah, for sure. Achoo!
No, but yeah, you were talking about the landing, like, so you just like searching yourself thin.
Yeah, I just
Well, if you were to bring it back, what capacity would you want to bring it back in, or as?
There's a venue in Chula Vista called. Shit, I'm blanking right now. I feel so bad. They're gonna watch this.
No,
there's a venue in Chula Vista that I want to do that. I don't know. I think I'd want to. We went from like a piano to a DJ, and then it kind of changed the whole element. And
Okay.
to be honest with you, dude, like the scene is so high schooly, and I just I'm kind of a brat, and I just like performing when I choose to. And,
I get that.
You know,
I get
like
that.
it's supposed to. I'm not doing this. Like I have a regular job, you know. So it's like I really just doing it. Like you shouldn't be miserable doing it, and you shouldn't be pulling your hair out, you know, like. Or having to work with people you don't want to work with.
That's true.
Like look right now, it's like I get to work with you, man. You're the homie.
Yeah,
I enjoy your company. You came out to the roast battle.
Yes, the one that you had in the
at the comedy store.
At the comedy store, that was a great night. We had a great.
That was a wild one.
That was low, but that was funny because you tried to make a punchline on it. You tried to make me be part of the punchline, and it just fell so flat.
Oh, bro!
It fell so flat. It was bad.
I'm cursed at the comedy store, bro. I do the best sets in like biker dive bars. I go to the fucking comedy store, and I'm like. I don't know what it is about those walls, man.
But, I mean, it's fun.
But I'm gonna come back with a vengeance, and I tried. You know, I gave it my all. You know?
We can always go to La Jolla.
Yeah. We'll see, man. You know, it's like it's all. I've been getting into acting. I got some auditions.
Nice.
I've been working on, and I thought that would be a good transition. But right now, you know, I'm keeping it so simple, bro. You know, like I'll be 100% with you. I'm bipolar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's like keeping my mental health, you know, intact is the most important thing because you can set it all up and it'll all fall down.
Yeah, I mean.
So I think the shows it kind of triggered that a little bit. They triggered like I could do a great show and the next day I'd still be just depressed as fuck. Like,
yeah.
And I don't know. I still to this day don't know what that is. I think it's like it feels like. Serotonin or something like up and down, you know?
Yeah, it's you just fall off a cliff.
All that build up, yeah, and I think to be honest with you, I think that's why I've kind of been like pacing myself a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, we have to, especially like in comedy. One thing that I was told is like when you're starting out in comedy, don't quit your day job right away. You need to go broke being comic.
Yeah,
like it's a night gig. You don't gotta fucking do everything. You be stressing in the morning.
What kind of a crazy person like? Just goes up to on stage full of a bunch of strangers and tells them about their fucking tiny dick or
all their drama,
their mom doing cocaine,
all their drama, all the cocaine they've done.
Yeah, just like venting. That's insanity.
Yeah,
so I think that's what I do.
It is fun. I remember, but like you performed at a fun place. Was that one place in Long Beach in that
Weed Labs?
Weed Labs?
Yeah, Weed Labs. That was my old home. I used to have an office there and. They're so kind. Whenever we go to Long Beach, that's where we go. We go to Wee Labs.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wee Labs. Wee Labs, what's up? Fucking Marcus Manley. I got my boy tatted on me right here. Everybody thinks it's me, but it's you guys can't really see it, but it's a picture of my boy. He started Wee Labs. He passed away. He was a music promoter and he was a businessman and he was became one of my best friends and he just kind of died out of the blue from kidney failure. And but he introduced me to a lot of people. Got me open up for a lot of people, and I was really grateful. And so I tatted him on my body. That's where we live, but that's where we love Marcus.
How was the transition from rap to comedy? How was that different?
It's a good question. I feel like there's like a.
Thank you. Can I get a? Thank you.
There you go, buddy.
You guys enjoy everything.
Can you grab some limes when you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Actually, no, you know what? My bad. I got one right here. Yeah, thank you. All right. Appreciate it.
No, I get it.
Quick question again?
Like, how was the transition from
male to female?
Pretty much. How was it Kylie Jenner?
Pre-op, I'm just saying that the hormones aren't. From rap to comedy, I don't know, man. It's like there's a sort of, what's the word for it? Like alchemy to like performing, and whether you're a DJ or you're a comedian or you're a rapper. Any type of performance, it's like I feel like there's an alchemy to it, and you're changing the vibe in a room, and you're reading a room, and it's like, dude, one wedding DJ can. I was thinking the other day, like I was listening to like Who Let the Dogs Out or something. It was on the radio, like some shit like that. I forget what it was. I was like, how many grandmas have freaking dropped it low to this shit at a wedding? Fuck yeah, and that's what a DJ can do. You can make a grandma twerk that back. So
I mean, who do you think taught these little girls how to twerk, man? These little girls twerking now, the grandmas used to twerk too. Like shit. If a little girl can twerk now, best believe her mama can do it better than she can.
Bro, what are we gonna tell her? What are we gonna tell our kids when we get older? Like, yeah, your mom used to
throw that pussy
pop
back.
That pussy.
Pop that pussy back.
That's not even gonna be a curse word in the future. You'd be like, Mom, Dad said you used to pop that pussy. Was that true?
Actually, would be like, I popped the fuck out that
That's
pussy.
why your dad can't hear anymore.
Why do you think she'd be like, why do you think we're married? It's like, if you want to know anything, women pop that pussy if you want a ring.
This is how you eat. This is how you eat soup, like this.
Say soup like an old man, just slurping it. Like it's one of those AARP ones.
Makes it taste better when you do that.
What was this restaurant called again? You used to work here, right?
Yeah, I used to work here.
Now let's give a place a shout out.
When I was a young lad. Por favor. Thanks for letting us take over
recording.
Your patio, yeah.
So we ordered some food, kicking it for a bit.
Drinking beers with the homie.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is just real life. It's a nice area. Nice little downtown. It's a good little spot for like Sunday brunch. Walk around with your mom and shit.
Yeah,
nice.
This is I used to come here when I was a little kid.
How has it changed since you were a kid?
We were talking about that earlier in the car. Like, there's a lot of Chaldeans that moved in, and ever since the Iraq War, and I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like the Cambodians in Long Beach. It's like just
Cambodians in Long Beach.
Yeah, man. After a war, and they come, and but I think they've really helped the town. They've got a lot of business to the town.
Nice.
They're just cool people. It's interesting. They're Christian, like. Arabic. Yeah, okay. It's like it's interesting. They're just interesting, and they're all. I mean, all my neighbors are Chaldeans. They're all cool. Shout out to Chaldeans.
You just want to get jacked. That's why.
No. I love man. They're the kindest people in the world.
Yeah, but San Diego's like with the comedy scene. Like you say, every comedy scene is a little high school. It doesn't matter what scene. Even the acting scene is very high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But being out here in San Diego, like, what are some the spots that you like to hit up most often? Like things that
like nightlife.
Nightlife, well, not just nightlife, but like for shows, for comedy shows, like things to like do, like. Yes,
okay.
Can I have chips?
Can you?
Can dogs have chips? I don't know.
Think so it's corn.
Corn, I guess.
Maybe just the oil.
Chop it up. She might chug if it's.
She wants.
There you go.
Uncle Rajh spoils you.
You're gonna have to give the dog CPR in a bit.
Yeah.
No, but like, where do you like to go?
Is
like
that a threat or a promise? I will fucking tongue your dog so hard right now. What?
It's not.
Oh, we're filming. My bad.
We're still filming.
Go ahead.
Where do you like to go and perform and like get your sets at? Like, where are some places that you would go to when you would, or freaking like mics and shows?
Well, like you know what I do, dude? Honestly, I'm such a brat. I throw shows with my friends. And I kind of it's like curating an art show, And I mean that's what I want to shout out the universe, the man upstairs, because I'm so lucky. I get to work with guys like you, and I've met so many cool people. Like some of my friends work at the Comedy Store, some work at Madhouse. There's a lot of. I mean, the comedy scene out here is insane. Like you go to downtown, you can hit 3 mics in one night.
Yeah.
What happened?
She sees it now, dog.
Oh, okay. But me, I like to schedule things out. Like, I think next year we're gonna go a little bit harder. I mean, I kind of just wait. Like, I try to write at least one joke a day, or observe. Like
humor.
Yeah, just like there's always something there, and I think that's what drives me. It's just like, and they don't all work. Would you write down a little note card or on your phone or you just sometimes it's just a premise and you're like, what's up with that?
So Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, for sure, bro. He was right though.
What
is up with that?
I mean, but like, what's the difference between writing a comedy bit or a joke versus writing like a rap or a song?
Good question.
Like, is it like a different mindset? Is it the same mindset?
Dude, fuck. For me, I was thinking about today in the shower about rap music, and I felt like I would always turn. I had a lot of depression growing up, so I think I would always turn to rap music, and I felt like I didn't really have a voice, and people listen, even being bipolar, like I could speak better through music. I felt. Than in regular life. And but with jokes, it's like it's not real. There's a quote, I don't know if it's exact, but it's like comedy is 80% true and 20% lies. And it can be like, I mean, it's a joke. Yeah. It's not real. If it were real, it'd be a hate crime. Like so it's like you guys finding like, hey, dude, you guys, he's joking.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
If you're in your feelings about it, then there's something that's hitting you in some type of way.
In the wrong way, yeah.
So that's beauty. There's beauty to that.
Yeah, I mean, in LA, there's times where I'm not sure if you ran into this, but I know I haven't ran into this person, but I've seen this happen where people will confront someone after because they said something about their joke, and I was like, oh, so you shouldn't say that because of this, and I was like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, you shouldn't really care that too much about like those people's opinions because like no matter what, there's always going to be someone who's going to be a bitch. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing. You're coming down here and interviewing me, and I honestly don't feel like I'm a great comedian. But I'm happy that you feel, you want to. Yeah. I mean, but maybe that's just my self-esteem. Or, yeah. I mean, there's guys. I mean, I am funnier than some though. I've seen a lot of people that think they're.
the list is about
little black things. But I think that's the beauty of it. I didn't never thought I was a great rapper, but like, you shoot the ball. You shoot the ball in the basket 1,000 times, and you're gonna make a couple. And that's all. And those are the ones that I really, really remember and I enjoyed. Oh, it's okay to bomb. It's okay to fail. Yeah. It's okay to. I like the beauty in that. I think when you. It's like, there's so many ways to put it. Like if you break up with somebody and you can't stop thinking about them, and you try to play the whole field and the fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Can I get one more, please?
Sure.
Yeah, everything's good. Thank you. So what I was trying to say is like, you always come back to it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something with comedy and music. Like I just I'll wait till it calls me when I come back. like a booty call.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Like I text music, I'm like WYD. It's like 2:30 in the morning.
just be rap, but isn't that like how
and then music texts me back is like new phone, who dis? And I'm like,
never mind, bitch. Never mind, bitch. That's how life is. It's all about just like trying shit. I mean, most people aren't successful until later in life. Like most of the time when you're young, you are gonna fail. You're gonna make mistakes, and I feel like that's okay because you know what. Like,
what's success?
That's why as for me, it's whatever you determine it is. Like for me, what I was, this is one question I was asked later in the episode, towards the end, is like, what is your level of success? Success can be whatever you want, but I feel like a lot of these young kids, upcoming kids, it's the same thing for them. They want to be 25 with 25 million in the bank with 25 million followers.
A lot of 25s there.
You know what I mean?
25.
That's kind of like the mindset of these kids.
Yeah, I mean,
kids.
let's.
Just
get me started on that. I was about to say, yeah, it's like, dude. Well, I'm gonna digress a little. I was talking to my son.
Yeah.
Who's like a major influence for me, and he's my life force.
Yeah.
And his mom. I love his mom too, obviously. But anyway, what I want to say is,
but she doesn't matter.
I'm talking to my son, and I'm picking him up, and he's like, I could tell he's physically bothered. I said, "What's up, son?" He's like, "Dad, it's like 8:30 in the morning. I'm getting to school, and these girls are just twerking in the class on TikTok." And I'm like trying to explain. I'm like, "Well, son, it's all how you look at it, I mean, when I was there, I mean, can't really, try to explain the look glasses half full kind of mentality. He's like, but Dad, I'm trying to fucking do math. So yeah,
The only thing that'd be
that's our generation. My poor son.
I mean, back in our day, people would be like trying to fucking do glides of coke in the back of the class.
Yeah, oh man, don't get me started. We had Dare, and fucking, I swear to God, like
They canceled that program.
yeah, dude, I didn't even know about cocaine until I was in kindergarten, and then you have a
Thank you.
Thank you. They had a dog come and like sniff out a kilo of cocaine from the rafter of the trailer. And we're like, oh, cool, a dog. You can find shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like Miami Vice.
And then you're like, what's that white stuff?
Yeah, like mommy and daddy are on it right now. Yeah, I know. Welcome to the 80s. I don't know, man. Different times now. Now it's all, All right, ask me a good question. Ask me! Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. No, but then, so yeah. So you do all rapping. When did you start like rapping? When was
I
you
love
like,
when you call it rapping.
What would you call it?
Like rippin' and rhyming,
Rippin' and
rap. Bro, I rhyme and I rip. I also
You don't call it rapping? You
I
just
feel,
call
you know what's funny, bro? I used to be embarrassed to tell people that
that you rap?
yeah, cause I'd have to explain and be like, well, it's not really like
It's not rap?
Well, most people they'd look at me and they'd be like, are you gay? And I'm like,
What?
no, I'm a rapper. But no, I just have clinical depression.
Mm-hmm.
I love music, man. I love music. I think it's like, it's like. Okay, so I think all art is relative.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to cooking school.
Nice.
I've been to hair school. Yeah, I did 2,000 hours in
Okay.
Long Beach
Okay.
while I was, doing my music thing.
You're a goddamn barbershop too?
I went to fashion school in 2000. I'm an old man, dude. I'm older than you think.
Fashion
So
school?
I spend like every 5 years I get bored and I just want to like
Do something new?
Yeah, I want to do a new career. So like, move back to San Diego. Let's go to culinary school. Let's go. And I get to let's try comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Maybe I'm a jack of all trades,
Jack of all trades,
Yeah.
you could just fix someone's car, do their hair, and
But
make
not
them
like,
laugh at the same
not like
time.
a regular Jack, like with Joe Biden. Like, be like, hey Jack,
Hey, Jack.
take off
I
the
don't
shades. But I was gonna say is I think everything's relative. When like a flavor combination is off or it needs like lime. When a color like this is like gray, green. You have they call it a color story in art and in fashion. And I think in humor there's punchlines and there's timing. And you can tell a joke 3 ways and 1 way would be funny and 2 ways won't.
Yeah. Have you ever taken like a writing class?
Yeah, when I was a kid, in college and stuff.
What, was it a common writing class or just like what type of?
No, just like writing and just
Okay.
writing a lot of music. I have journals and journals at home of just shit I'm scared that people will find when I die.
Like your son?
Yeah.
It'll be funny. You die, your
Like
son
some
finds
Kurt
it, and
Cobain shit.
but he finds it, and then like he becomes rich off of it.
I hope so, man. I don't know, man. Sometimes I try not to expect anything. I just try to enjoy life, and this is the only thing that's real right now.
Yeah, just human connection.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, these 2 years after COVID, it's like finally like getting able to like connect with people. I feel like more people are finally appreciating each other more. The time that they have with each other, being so far away and being like disconnected from each other for so long. But now that we're moving into 2023, surprisingly.
Did you get it?
Which one?
COVID.
I got you. Herpes. No, just chlamydia. It took the pills. I'm good though. No, but actually, it was funny. I actually got it. I actually got COVID February 2020, right before the shutdown.
Yeah, I think I got it too. I think that I've had it like 3 times already.
3 times?
Yeah. I'm like
sure, was it COVID or was it just depression?
I thought the test said COVID.
Oh, okay.
What's funny is like, I think the second time I read the test wrong. Why do they put a C on it? It's like the C is negative and the T or whatever is positive, but it's like it's called COVID. Why would they make it a C? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's like it's very confusing.
Maybe it's
you're like, see, I got it.
Maybe it was a Russian product.
No, it's not it's more the AIDS I'm worried about right now.
I mean, are you fucking around like that? I feel that. You a young single man.
Yeah, not really, but
I'm kind of taken, but not really. I got my left and my right hand.
yeah.
Pamela. No, but
What else?
it's hard. It's hard to like, especially when you're doing comedy and you're doing rap and you're doing producing shows and making all these things and having a kid, especially makes it. Your time is very precious to you. You have to like wear yourself thin. Like, how is there any like steps you take for like your own mental health and like how to like take care of yourself? Like, do you ever have spa days?
Yeah, I definitely.
You need to.
I have to. Yeah. Yeah. Mental health days is for real, dude, and that includes taking time off of work. It can cause depression to admit that you have to take a mental health day. But I mean, I've built it up and watched it crumble so many times that I know, you almost like a fortune teller, dude. You can tell when you're going and then honestly, there's times I go like, hey, I need to do some comedy right now because I'm been in my house watching YouTube and just working my bartender job or whatever. Yeah. It's like so yeah. I mean that whatever that little creative itch muscle in your brain is, like I definitely got to itch that thing sometimes. So, but there is you have to. I just always ask myself, too, like, why am I doing this? Yeah. Anything like. Is that like drink anything? Yeah. What's driving me to do this? Yeah. And it's hard, and it can be distracting. You can the ego and the attention of a woman or the money.
Life,
that's something you want to buy.
Rent.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And just and then you add chemicals into all that stuff too. Yeah. You start kind of
losing yourself.
So, yeah, it's a daily struggle. But I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I'm grateful that I'd rather be my age now than 20. For sure.
Than 20.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I have I don't know. I'm at least a better person.
At least a better person.
Not great. I'm not a great person.
I could say
I'm
that.
alright.
You're above water. Above water. No, I love you, man. I love you, my man.
Yeah.
You know that. No, it's like every time I see you, you always do these great things, doing great work. You always just all this energy, and
Thanks,
like
man.
there's always people like you. Is like people's like I know that could do good, but it's just fighting, dealing with those mental demons.
For sure, dude.
They're just hard, and being a father, like, do you see some things like that in your son? Like you try and like help him through things. Like how was it mean for like you as a father trying to help your son out the most and be there for him? Basically, what does it mean
it's
to be
crazy
the dad?
because my dad. Like, I had a really good stepdad, and my dad was I saw my dad once a week or something. My real dad, and he's a great guy. I talk to him all the time. My real dad was. I don't like saying that word, real dad, either. Because it's like.
Or so, yeah.
They're both. I mean, you don't have to be a dad to be,
to be someone's father figure.
But yeah, my grandpa was like a father figure to me too.
Yeah, I get you.
But I guess it's just guiding them and reminding them that hey, it's okay, and it's okay to make mistakes, and to be confident, and that this is just one day out of hopefully
millions of others,
millions more, and I don't know the science about but yeah, I mean. It's hard, it's hard to watch your kids. Like watching your kid get sick. I mean, it's like when he was sick a couple of weeks ago, COVID, and it's hard. It's hard to watch your kid
just suffer.
Yeah, you can't. You want to help them.
You want to like do something for them.
Yeah, or anybody you love.
Yeah, I get you.
But that's life, and you gotta. I guess the older I get, like they always say like the older you get, the more people pass.
Yeah.
That's been happening a lot, and so. Just learning how to. That's what I've been trying to teach him is how to deal with those losses. And
it's hard. It's hard because it doesn't matter how old you get or how young you are. Whenever you lose someone, it's always hard, and it's never easy because you lose a piece of yourself. I mean,
I have so much anxiety about like my grandmother is she's very special to me. She's very close to me, and she's like a mother to me, every day I think about like, man, what am I gonna do? And but you can lose now. thinking about
the future.
Yeah.
You can lose now thinking about the future. That's very true.
So to be mindful and to, I mean, I'm like great at giving advice, but I'm fucking neurotic.
I'm a fucking psychopath. Like fuck, man. Like I was doing fucking lines last night.
Not me. No.
Never.
That was on my skateboard.
You're on a skateboard?
Yeah, I was doing my lines.
On your skateboard?
On the
Yeah,
skate park.
yeah. Of course.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. What did she say? She heard you say that.
CBS.
Has she ever seen you comedy?
CBS in 5, 4, 3, 2. No, to protect me. Like, you ever, like, my son, like, spar around and I'm like, man, can you call CBS on your own fucking thing? This is me, protect me from this guy.
Little motherfucker beat your ass?
This guy's driving 1,000 miles an hour.
1,000 miles on this little fucking boulevard.
Fucking dude, he's fucking too fast, too furious out here.
Dude, you remember the first Fast and the Furious?
I'm about to make a ball walker. Oh, that's bad. I'm not gonna do
You don't
that.
have. I'll just say this though. You remember? Yeah. I don't think this is fucking 4 years ago.
Hey, Santa Israel. How many times do I have to tell you? You got trash out of your mouth.
Oh man, nah, I feel that.
I just flipped the chair over.
Fucking
Interview's over. Santa Israel.
I'm just gonna be like, alright, wait, finish eating this
This
burrito.
guy is passionate about Santa. Oh, speaking of Santa, I fucking told my kid, I gave him the sex talk, like babies and dicks and vaginas and stuff, and the Santa talk at the same time. Because I'm like an efficient dad, right? So we're driving to Denny's.
Which was first?
First was the sex talk, and then like, you know, I'm like, you know, what's up, baby, man, put his penis in the vagina, and then he's like, what? He's like, and I'm like, then the baby comes out, you know? He's like, ew, that's gross. I'm sure he's imagining me being his mom. And then,
Of course.
Like, and then I gotta give him the Santa talk. I'm like, well, now that we're at it, you know.
Now that we're at it, now let things know.
I am Santa. He's like, it's all lies.
No!
Yeah. He's like, what about the Easter Bunny? It's like, fuck you guys.
That was your uncle.
Vlog night's gonna be a fucking school shooter or something. What do I do?
I mean, to be fair.
Well, if he does or not, to be fair, I mean, that's probably the dad.
Yeah, it's probably his dad. It's just dad's fault.
It's Santa. Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny.
And scene.
Scene.
Hey, you want to go Denny's? Do you remember the first time you saw like a porno magazine?
Yeah. It was at my parents' shop.
Oh,
One of
really?
because the workers would leave their stuff, and I would like, one of it fell out of the lockers, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was going through it.
How old were you? I didn't
I was like 7.
Woo!
I was like 6 or
Wait,
7.
what was your reaction?
Oh. I was just like turning the pages. One was a little bit more stickier than the other. I was good.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, there was like a house. God damn it, cock blocking ass ambulance. Okay, there was a house.
Hope that person died. Just kidding.
That's not. He was joking.
That was
a joke. He's not joking. There was like a house next door to my house, and it was maybe 10 or something. And then like some neighbor kids were like, "Hey, check it." And there was like a bunch of pornos under the like basement. So I was like, but I remember like it was like graphic and it was like full, you know. And I couldn't drink a strawberry banana high C. Like I wanted to throw up. It was like so.
In your face?
Yeah, it was like. Now look at me now.
Look at
It's
you
the
now.
porn.
I mean, it's so easy to go like into porn.
I'm not. I can quit anytime.
No, you can't.
No,
I can't.
I can't.
I know, I'm just into porn. I love porn, man.
I'm so tired of Instagram and Facebook, like trying to sell me boner pills. Like I'm like, I get it. I'm 40. You know, like, it's really starting to get.
These are like,
I'm like, doesn't my dick work?
does it? You're like, yes, it works. Honestly, he jerks off just so he knows his dick still
Only
works.
one way to find out.
It's so crazy. Like,
But it's like, how can I change my feed to like less dick pills?
I think, what was it?
How does it know? Oh, what? Nah, never mind, Mom.
It was actually, I think, I forget what was it. I think Pornhub, they just released their yearly thing, about it.
Oh.
And I remember, I forget what it was, but I think it was like
top searched.
top search. I think like hentai was like top 2 or something like that. I think
some weird shit. I'm so tired of like the stepsister. Like, can I just get some regular, porn?
Regular
Like-
sister?
yeah, like regular shit. No.
No.
Santa Israel.
No, but what was it? No, but like the fun thing is, I saw it was like, what was California's, and California's was Asian. I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
I thought it was something. I don't know. No, who knows? We could probably Google it right now. Could find out.
I can't on my phone. My phone's cracked. But no, I love I was just about to say I love.
We can change.
We can change the subject.
Yeah, this is the first time. I don't know how we got into that. I think we're going into
the
Santa and the sex talk.
Santa, sex, into porn.
First time.
Do you remember your first time?
My first time? Yeah, it was like a blind kid waving a stick. Blind kid waving a stick at a piano. Just trying to find the hole.
That's
pretty much sums it up.
I mean, you're not wrong. She's like, wrong hole.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
No, it's fun. I love it. But reverting back to other topics.
It's like a hard cut.
Right there. Oh
funny.
shit. So wait, did you ever release like any music when you were rapping, or like do you have any like?
Yeah, I have
Spotify.
I got a record on iTunes. I got
nice.
some stuff on Spotify.
What's your what's your name?
Just Rajh, man.
Just Rajh?
R-A-J-H.
You didn't have an MC name?
Or Rajh Music. No, I didn't feel like that was
you.
I felt like that's like a character. People want to be like fucking fake superhero ass rapper guys, like or gangster guys or whatever. Like your name's Terrence. Calm down, MC Do Dirty. You don't do any dirt. You live with your mom. Yeah. You went to both your parents are still together.
Did you ever do
Calm
rap
down,
battles?
Terrence.
Did you ever do rap battles?
I'm more of like in a dance fighting. You know?
Wow.
You know?
Bro, you're so 80s.
Capoeira.
You're so fucking 80s. Fucking like, you know what? Just beat it. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I get the knife and I like go back. I was one of those.
So you never did a rap battle?
Or
it
like
was
just for fun and stuff. I mean, not that I'd like want to admit on camera.
Nothing that you want to.
No, all my rap music comes from like pure depression or like drug fueled anxiety. I don't know.
But isn't that like that's what like people love about Kid Cudi?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I got to the point where I could be a happier person. I rap about love a lot. You know, I love girls but those are young. I felt like it's a young man's sport, you know. But I still play piano to this day. I play trumpet.
Nice.
I'll record for people every now and then.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, I just kind of jump back and forth. Like I'll do some comedy and then I'll do
You're doing comedy. You're doing cooking. You're doing fucking fashion.
I've been bartending a lot recently. Yeah, it's weird. It's fun.
Look, if you wanted to, you could chop up some hair too.
Yeah. No, believe it or not, I was not like
You were bad at it.
I did all my hours. Yeah, it wasn't my thing, man. But I tried.
How bad were you at cutting hair? Like, could you give a lineup?
I fucked up a lot of hair.
Do you cut your kids' hair?
Like if freaking Michael J. Fox was your barber.
No.
That's me right here. You're looking at him. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So can't trust you with hair?
No, not even. I mean, I can barely walk correctly, so. English is my second language, and I don't have a first.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Never learned how to
That's a
read.
good bit. No, but was I just lost
Good with like shapes and colors and stuff.
Shapes and colors.
That's about it. And burritos.
And burritos. Just things that are like phallically shaped.
Have you tried this soup?
It's got cheese in it, don't it? Santa's not real.
Santa is real.
We're gonna get us kicked out.
Interview's over.
You split the chair.
If you guys are listening, that sound is just like a homeless guy peeing
Just
in the
fiercely.
corner.
But they can see the fountain behind us.
No, that's a fake. It's CGI.
Just fake.
It's
actually,
Avatar.
It's actually really.
Avatar.
It's really just a homeless person.
Are you gonna see the new Avatar?
I'll think about it. It's 3 hours long.
That was a hard no.
I haven't even seen the Batman movie, and that's just 3 hours long.
No, the new one,
Mm.
dude. When you get to be my age, you just watch a movie and then you forget it. So it's like a new movie.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
head trauma.
Head blunt, head.
Try it. Works.
No, there's just too many drugs.
No, I fucking...
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bro, I was like, the psychiatrist, man.
Psychiatrist, man?
He fucking had me on like so much medicine. Like when I first moved back here, and I first got diagnosed with bipolar, I was like about 7 years ago. And I mean, it made a lot of sense once I... Oh, there we go. He's done peeing now. No, it made a lot of sense, like, you know, why I could tell, like, I had it, they call it, like, manic depression, and so, I don't like the word bipolar, it's, like, manic depression, and there's, like, there's mania, and, bro, like looking at Kanye, it's so crazy, because, I mean, I've done some of my best work in, like, full-blown mania, like, all of my shows I've booked, I mean, like, you know, because I'm, like, you get this, like, you get filled with this confidence, and you know, but then the downside is the depression. Like it's like you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to brush your teeth, you know. And so, I mean, it's been something, man. But
a lot of great artists have suffered through that. You know what I mean? But that's where like they say art is sometimes forged through the greatest tragedies. You know?
Yeah, there is, yeah, and then fuck that track.
It was like some real hard like country dude, and he's bumping like some 80s like Billy Joel some shit. It was like
Who hurt you, Lionel Richie? Hello.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you're saying about yeah, there's beauty.
Beauty in the tragedy.
You know what they said in hair school, man? They said you have to when you dye hair. It's you're destroying it.
Yeah.
To make it more beautiful, quotation marks. You know, like
stylish.
You're hitting it with heat, and you're taking curly hair and you're making it straight.
Yeah.
You're changing the, you know, you're damaging it. You know? So yeah, there's beauty in destruction. And there's you know, that's what I love about comedy though. I feel like when you can joke about something like. This is bad reference, but 9/11, you know, it's like people are like, you know, like it was so tragic, but people started, you know, to move on. We can joke about, you know, our
jet fuel
childhood. Yeah.
Jet fuel doesn't burn,
Yeah.
doesn't melt steel beams.
Yeah.
Whatever that shit is. About
the Catholic priest that molested us.
The thing is that I was Christian, not Catholic, so I was okay.
That's hardcore. Yeah, when you get molested by a Christian, please. That's out of left field. Like you'd be like, what?
Who? I thought you were the good guys. No, I feel that. Lucy,
that's fine.
shut up. Oh, no,
I'll cut that one out.
No, I love comedy, and when you first started in comedy, a lot of times they say it's mimicry. Did you? Who were the first comics that you felt like you would always like mimic, or comics that you wanted to emulate, like their style or something like that?
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel like about rap music. Like I never wanted to emulate anybody. I mean, I had like my favorites, and I would like it's like
you pick a little bit.
Music, you're like, hey, like Slick Rick has this flow and type of vibe to him, you know, this laid back, and then you got your fucking like let him miss everybody,
or like Busta Rhymes.
Let him miss everybody. Let him miss everybody. What is that? But yeah, like you know, Twista and all these guys, and you got the guys from Houston and syrup sipping guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and then you got your underground guy. I mean,
what do you think of like the music industry now? Like, what do you think of it?
Oh man, it's so weird because like, dude, I grew up like. I had a MySpace page, you know? Like, I used to sell my CD at the skate park.
What?
And I would press it up on my grandma's computer.
That's
and then
hardcore.
eventually I went into like, you know, some of the music shops. There's a music shop here in the city and all over, and I would put it on consignment. And I would make more money selling it on my own hand to hand, but...
Yeah.
And then eventually, after, like, doing my first, like, kind of mixtape, and I'd make t-shirts at my grandma's house, and I'd sell them at the skate park with my CD. And I had this little red 8-track digital recorder that I started recording on. Eventually I went to school, I learned audio and learned Pro Tools and all that stuff. I worked at a radio station, two different radio stations, and then I moved to Long Beach, and I put out like a real a real, recording. Pressed by like 2,000 copies. But I mean, that's people don't have CDs anymore. To answer your question, I'm the best at like you ask me a question, it's like 5 hours later.
That's fine.
You
That's
get the
fine.
answer.
Go ahead. That's part of the question.
But I guess what I think about it now is like, man, they're not selling CDs. And like, you weren't with me out here selling CDs
on the streets.
Yeah, in front of Walmart for Similac for my fucking kid, bro. Like, literally, dude, in front of Long Beach in downtown, in front of Walmart. Like, I mean, I'm glad I've gone past that, like in my life where like, but I can honestly say I was out there, pushing. And
now it would be like QR codes, like pushing out like QR codes.
Yeah, I mean now people don't even people just download music for free, and so it's like different times, man.
I mean, people have been downloading music as soon as they could download music.
I wish we were back in those days where we had like physical things that, because I always wanted my first record to be like a comic book, I think I have like 3 copies of it left, and my mom has one, and I have one, like. It's just, I want it to be like a collector's item one day. And it was also a part of my life. I'm like a 23-year-old guy, getting, engaged and breaking up and do all this stuff. Like, just trying to, like, learn how to growing up,
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
How was it, like, trying to pursue a career in music? Like, what was the difficulties about it? Like, what did you find the most difficult about, like, being a musician?
There's times where you're gonna perform in front of like 3 people. I guess it's the same with comedy too.
Same thing with comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you even perform nobody.
Yeah, but I mean, someone's not doing their job if that's the case. I've learned that too. It's like you put all that time into something, and there's 3 people there. It's like somebody's not moving their feet.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I do have an issue is I know I'm gonna fucking.
No, go ahead. It's part of it.
That's one thing I have with comedy. Is that
Damn Lexus.
I just feel like a lot of comedians like there's always that argument of like, oh, it's like what do they call it? They call them like a bringer show or some shit, like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, every show should be a bringer show, like. And they're like, oh, that's the promoter's job to bring people. It's like, what kind of diva do you think you are? Like, I want that audience as full as possible.
Everything okay?
Yeah, okay.
Todo bien.
Are you done with this song?
No, I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Thanks.
So good.
Yeah, I just sometimes I get frustrated because it's like, but I understand that. I mean, I've come to terms that most comics don't aggressively promote.
Yeah.
The worst part is when they're not funny, and then they get bid. They're like, and they complain. I'm like, you didn't bring anybody. You're not that funny.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, eventually you want to be, if you're going to be a touring artist or a big artist, every show you do is you bringing that.
What's going to make a promoter want to book you?
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, that's the thing about like these bringer shows is it teaches you how to like promote yourself, how to get out there, how to bring people to comedy shows, and that's a very valuable skill because later on.
Every show should be a bringer show, right? I mean, don't you want to bring people? Like,
yeah, you should want to, I mean.
What is the like definition of a bringer show? Maybe
the definition of bringer show is like, you have to have a minimum of X amount of people. Some places it's 2, some places it's 5, and then they have to pay for the ticket.
Pre-sale and shit.
Pre-sale that, and then on top of that, they have to buy 2 drink minimum, and then on top of that, what else?
How many dicks do you have to sell?
Pretty much that. But if you don't bring, like, say it's a 5 person.
Give me a number. 3, 5.
Depends on whose dick it is.
6 dicks. What?
Depends who you suck the biggest one. That's all that matters.
But
I would say this, but another thing is like the thing that people hate is like say it's a 5-bringer show, and like one person had to bail out, and so you only have 4 people there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, only 4 people show up, and they're like, oh, sorry, you're gonna either they bump you to the end, or they bump you off the show altogether.
Yeah, Chihuahua.
You know what I mean? So I get it. The person who brings the most people.
Where's the love?
Not here, guys.
No, not
here.
entertainment.
Not entertainment.
Yeah. You know it's funny. They all love you when you can fucking. When I got my show going, they're like Facebook message me, and then like I'm just like laying low, taking care of my mental health and my family, and like it's like hello. Not this guy though. You're the man, dude.
Thank you.
You're a good soul, man.
Thank you. I try. It's
no,
fun.
you do have an energy, bro. Like there was something when I met you, man. Like
yeah, because we get it off right away.
Yeah.
I was trying to be like.
You have an aura, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I remember when
nothing.
Because when I first went there, I was just like, because it was my first time out here in San Diego, and I was just like trying to play it low key.
Yeah.
I was having a good time, and it was like I said, it was last October 2020. I came out here for my birthday, And so I just came out here, and then I just kept kicking off, and we went to the Wee Lab show.
Yeah.
That show was fun. And
That
whatever
was
that
a
fucking
great show, bro. We were
whatever
smoking. We were on the 8th floor.
yeah, whatever that fucking rum was, that
The guy, they had the startup there.
yeah,
The-
Filipino wine.
It was a show we did in Long Beach, and it was for all these like startup tech companies, and there was like a liquor company that was there.
It was like it was like a Filipino rum company.
Filipino rum company.
Wasn't it? What?
I don't know.
It was
That
some
just
weird
sounds
shit.
fucking funny as fuck. Filipino rum.
Yeah, it was like grape flavor.
Yeah,
Dude, that shit was bomb. We drank the fuck out of that. We
You
probably
gotta tag that one, Filipino. It was good. It was good rum. It was good.
It was
were getting
fucking good.
fucked up,
We got fucked the fuck up that night.
Fucked up that night.
That was a good night. I met a lot of great friends.
I think was that the night I did the Travis Scott joke, and I was like, hey, like you guys, I'm gonna Travis Scott this shit, like someone's gonna die tonight.
No, that was my show.
And then the lady fainted at the end of the show.
Oh,
That was right.
yeah. And I was like the only one there with any medical experts.
I was like, so, and then someone walked by me, a comic walked by me, and they're like, hey. They were like, hey, you were fucking scared, weren't you? That I was like, yeah, I thought I conjured the fucking portal.
The portal. I remember that it was just random. She was just standing there, and then boop,
Yeah, she's like,
and just had, and like I remember we're just like, yo, get her some shit to eat. Like we had like no food there either. We had like some pizza
talking
and
about
like
killing it, huh? Come to my show, fucking
you're gonna die, bitch.
people die. Almost. From laughter. Okay.
How about I no? How about a no? Well, that's a no for me.
Back
my
to our
friend.
Filipino rum.
Filipino rum. That's a great fucking. It's a great romance rom-com. Filipino rum. Yeah.
Rum, bum, bum, bum.
That's a good new tag. I'm gonna have to make that a rap song.
Rancho Cucamonga.
We were talking about that place earlier. But I love it.
You're gonna edit this, right? Because
No.
I don't think anybody can just sit here and watch us be idiots for an hour and a half.
Oh, it's only an hour so far.
Oh, really? Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Time flies when you're having fun.
says this motherfucker.
Santa Israel! So what do you ask Santa for?
A lot of weed and a lot of hookers.
Yeah, nice.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's all I really need.
Oh.
What about you? What you ask Santa for?
Less erectile dysfunction ads on my Facebook page.
You know what? The first thing that's gonna pop up right here.
This podcast sponsor is brought by Hims. When your dick don't work.
I wish. Hims.
Hims.
Well, for hers.
Look, you're welcome. I
Hims
just
for
got
her.
you paid. You're paid, yeah. They got a hers now.
I saw that. I saw
They
that.
try to market it differently though. They're like,
Yeah.
"That's smart."
I'm surprised they gave me it. Maybe there's always been a hers. They just.
Ladies is pimps too.
Mhm.
Go and brush your shoulders off.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. With now that you've been doing comedy for like 4 years, what's something that you would give like someone who's starting out in comedy? What's something that you wish you had learned when you first started out?
When I first started out,
Yeah, something that you wish if you had done that when you first started out, that you would have been more grateful for that.
I guess for me at least it was like my usage, like getting too drunk, or I was doing a lot of
Being too high on stage.
yeah, like any type of chemical like alteration. I think it's I mean it works for some people, but I mean I don't know. I just for me that was one. The light, I mean, fuck, dude. Like, I don't even know how to tell, like, just a little shit like that. Because for me, it's like, dude, I just get in that zone. I black out when I go up there. I do, yeah. It's weird, and I gotta like watch, I gotta film myself. And I mean, I hear them laugh and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, when that grenade hits in the war movies, and it's
Yeah.
like, that's what it's like when I'm up there, man. And
What's the hardest part for comedy for you? Just like.
just when I underperform. Like when any
Bombing.
bombing, yeah. Just the Oh, the other hardest part is what we were talking about earlier. Is like that next day, just for like my serotonin in my brain. I just think like, when's the next thing? What's the, there's such a roller coaster.
Roller coaster. Yeah, we have our ups and downs in life.
But there's nothing better than like when you do it right, and like you hear the audience just cracking up, and you're talking to some grandma about smoking. You're like, yeah, you smoke that shit, grandma. Oh yeah, you smoke that shit, grandma. Yeah, it's like it's cool, man. I love the alchemy part.
The
it's
alchemy.
Like just
feeling it out.
Yeah, feeling out the and getting to know people coming up to you and just like,
yeah. Yeah, I feel it's hard work. Crowd work for some people is very, very hard. I feel like you have a natural crowd work persona, partly because of that hip hop background that you have. Like when you're on stage, you got to bring
in the rhymin.
Yeah, the rippin in the rhymin. Not that hip hop shit.
Yeah,
not that hip hop shit.
Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just like I said, I just black out when I go up there, man. I don't know. Do you have a process like when you?
It depends.
Like before, like if you have a show that night, do you?
It depends. Like it depends, like where the show is, like what type of show. If it's like if it's a mic, I'll do a lot more new stuff. If it's a show, then I'll try like all the tried and true. You know what I mean? Like, but you always got to try the tried and true sometimes. And sometimes the new stuff that you're working on, you just got to
do no cards or phone. Or
I just try to memorize it. I just try to memorize it, and I go up there with a premise. So I go up there like, this whole time I'm just going to be talking about weed. So I just talk about my weed jokes. Sometimes I have my dog jokes. I talk about just dog jokes. Sometimes about my Mexican jokes. So I just talk about Mexican jokes. So I just try and keep it like one frame of mindset. And then if I run out of jokes during that set, I'll just switch on to the other set. You know what I mean? But I always have, the hardest part for me is just trying to find the right closer at times.
Have you ever, I'm like, welcome to my podcast. Have you ever, I get to interview you now. Have you ever had like a incident with another comedian, like not like a sexual incident, but like a
fight?
No, not even fight. Like like do you ever like? Because we're talking about high school shit.
I haven't had too much
just, like
shit.
Comedians you run into, you're like, God, I fucking hate that guy.
I would say that. I would say more of that.
Yeah, I would say more of that. Perform with this piece of shit again.
Yeah. I would say there's certain people you don't like. You know what I mean? Like,
fuck yeah.
I won't. We ain't got any names.
No,
but like, some people
it's
it's just like their energy. Like I met them. I just don't like the way they act. Just where they act towards other people. I always say this though, like
you're just a shit person.
Like one place, like I always say it's like Felix at Chateau. The Comedy Chateau.
Oh, we're dropping names right now.
Yeah, everyone knows I talk about Felix. I just don't like that dude. I don't perform.
I've never met him. But
you don't need to.
We're fucking.
You don't need to. Just bring.
Wow, it's getting fucking the tea.
I'll say this. I'll say that. When it comes to rooms I won't perform in, places I won't go to.
That's funny.
Unless I'm asked to go there by a comic specifically, I won't go there out of my own volition, out of my own accord. You know what I mean?
Definitely trickle over and back to that high school shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they're gonna, but then people are just gonna hear that one person's story, but like, nah, it's more than what it is, and then you just got to keep it up front, because there's a whole bunch of little beefs here and there. I haven't been part of, but I was if you're on Instagram and you follow certain people and you like see the shit they post about other people and the shit that like if you know.
Yeah, and it's like people back to the Facebook thing. It's like people treat it like it's a mountaintop, like dude, it's like go to a therapist. Like I do. There's even for comedy too. Like I have a friend, I'm not gonna name him. He's a wonderful comedian. He's amazing. But I mean, he was going through some shit. He was going on stage, and it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that comedy can heal and music can heal, but there's times where you really just gotta heal.
Take a step back.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's
heal.
true.
You can't jokes aren't gonna fix it, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to, and it's fun. It's fun to laugh at the pain, but you got it's a slippery slope. You gotta be careful. You gotta make sure that you're not medicating, which I was there before. I've been there before, where I'm just, bleeding on stage, and I'm like, it's like, it's cool. They laugh.
Yeah. It's good, man. I mean, that's part of what like comedy is. I mean, you go up there, and some of the best sets out there is just like that you ever do is just out of pain, out of heart, out of love. Yeah. But like it's not for everyone.
Have you ever seen a comedian? Sorry to interrupt. Have you ever seen a comedian that like you're like on stage and they're like, damn, bro, like that's.
Yeah.
I don't want to,
Yeah, I've seen plenty of comics have a mental breakdown open mics. Like I mean, like they'll say some shit like "fuck yeah," and
those are the best though. I'm sorry, that's
the funniest shit ever.
That's the funniest shit ever to me. They like fucking just get in a fight with a heckler. And they're like, fuck you. And I'm like, damn, this is not funny.
This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I was at this one open mic. I was at a bar. It was pretty early in the show.
Uh-huh.
Dude, there's like 40 people there, like always, but he's like number like 6 or 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude's going, and as he's going, his voice just drops, and he just like out of nowhere, like his mouth is moving, but the volume's lower and lower, to the point where he's mute, and he just like
because he's getting like nervous or something.
we don't even know, to the point where we're just talking, and he's mute, and he looks at the host, he makes eye contact with the host, and the host goes like, what? He's like, what's up? And then he just walks to the host, hands on the mic, and leaves.
Never does comedy again.
I don't know what happened. I never see the dude again, but
Bro,
all I know is
man.
I don't know who the dude was. I don't know what his story was, but all I know was dude just like he just went mute. And I never seen that happen before. A man just go mute live on stage. Like shit.
I was at Madhouse in downtown and like just watching people play or whatever, and there was some guy, one of the comedians. He's like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you. Like, they call me. Like, it's like you can't let him win, you know? I mean, that's what I think I've never really, because like I said, I black out so much when I'm up there. Like, I could barely even hear a heckler. I'm so narcissistic in my own, probably a little bit, you know? It's like, I'm just like thinking about,
world.
I'm going so fast, but the wheels are spinning, dude, you know? And I'm in that, like, so, but yeah, I mean, it's fun to, interact with people, and, I mean, I've never, like, been a crowd work guy, but some of my favorite comedians are just, like, pure crowd work, like, yeah, I got a friend, Brian Valona, shout out.
Yeah.
Brian Valona. He's amazing, he's
the one with curly hair, right?
Yeah, Andrew Parker Davis, amazing, like, just so many people are just, like, just so good at it.
Talented.
Like, fucking Nick Flair, shout out Nick Flair. Yeah. But I mean, you gotta just know, do what works for you, I guess.
I feel that, man, because it's hard. Being a comic, being a comedian, being anything in life is hard. Being a father is definitely the hardest thing that a man could ever do.
Yeah, man.
I mean, what are some lessons that you would want to instill into your son that you felt like were never instilled into you?
I already see some of them. And I'm so proud of him, like, discipline, more discipline, I don't tend to stick to things. I get bored very easy. And following through even when you don't want to do something, I mean, there's times where I have shows booked and I'm like, I don't want to perform. But what does that show to the promoter and the other people that are relying on me and the venue? And what does that show about my work ethic? Like, how do you ask for something and then
ask for something and then not perform and not follow through? I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, I've been at plenty shows where I talk to promoters and like 2 or 3 people won't show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they'll be and they're always mad. It's like, it's funny. This dude's been asking me for 3 months to get on the shit, and now that he's on the shit, he doesn't even show up.
Yeah.
And
that irks me so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at least a call. Like, don't call me 2 hours before the show, and then,
Unless it's like an actual emergency, like, but like, I've had a.
Well, that's how you can kind of tell the real ones, I mean, I feel like it.
I've
I feel
had
like
people.
I mean, I don't know. These guys, I see guys out here. They do like 3 mics in one night, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like I told you at the beginning, I don't really feel like I'm, some superstar comedian. I look up to a lot of these guys, but I'm good at certain stuff that maybe other people aren't.
Mm-hmm. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Whether that's throwing a show or what I talk about.
Well, I will say this. When
fuck that
souped up Ultima.
I'm pretty sure that was an Eclipse.
Was it an Eclipse?
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
A Subaru. But I was gonna say shit, I'm straight to that. Fuck it. No, it's
what we're talking about? We're talking about my son. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just yesterday I was thinking, like, what if I had a girl? Like, what if I can't believe. It's just, I don't know. Everything's supposed to be that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, how you are as a father, raising a son versus a girl, like. I don't know, because I was driving down the street yesterday and this guy had a cheer dad sticker on his car, and then he had a Trump sticker next to it, and then he had some fucking 1776 shit, like you know, storm the Capitol kind of vibe.
Yeah. More like first 622.
Looked like a. You know what you gotta watch out for? Let's talk about cars for a second. We're gonna change the subject.
Go ahead.
You know, you see like a Predator sticker on a car, like you're like, watch out.
You know what cars I say are the worst drivers? Priuses.
Mustangs, dude. No, Mustangs, bro. They're the worst. Yeah, Priuses they're pretty jerky.
I would say this: what's worse, Mustang or Challengers?
Both, but the same category. To
Same
me.
category.
Yeah.
No.
Why is that? Every car like driver, like even the Beamer, the people that drive like BMWs and shit, they all drive like fucking assholes too.
Yeah.
No. You got this nice car, and like, why are you fucking driving like a fucking piece of shit?
Yeah. No, I mean,
I'd be like driving all carefully.
They drive like a piece of shit because they are a piece of shit.
I guess so.
You drive how you are.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we don't know them, but we'll just assume
They are.
they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, I always like say when you ever see those people like driving in and out of traffic like that.
Shout out to our sponsor, BMW.
Must be white. I don't know, but like every time I see those fuckers, like, you know, in the freeway, and you see them in and out, I was like, look, the motherfuckers gotta take a shit. Because they just look like.
Yeah. What's up with Kanye, dude? I'm sorry, you gotta talk about Kanye.
You talk about Kanye. I love Kanye.
I do too.
I don't even care.
And like as a bipolar person, I'm just like watching him. I'm just like, bro, like I could. Not the Hitler part, but like, what's funny is I had a joke I wanted to do, and then after I saw, it's like I felt like Kanye was like trying to tell a joke, but it wasn't a joke, or it just wasn't funny. But I was like, I was gonna do a joke. I'm so glad I didn't do it because I was like, man, it's pretty kind. I was like, you know, like, because I'm German, whatever, you know. But I'm like, you know, say what you want about Hitler, but his mustache game was like pretty forward, you know. Like, like who's doing that, you know? Like, choose a side. What's up with that mustache? Anyway, so, and that's getting edited out.
It was it was Garfinkel and I forget who it was, but it was these two female comics. It was 13 years ago. It wasn't even now. It was 13 years ago. This just even makes it funnier. They had this bit, and they said, "Who said it? Kanye West or Hitler?"
Oh yeah.
I saw that.
Like
shit.
he worked for Adidas. Like I mean, they're like. It's bad when the company that like helped fucking the Nazis they're like we're not down, man. We can't we don't condone that. What else was I gonna say? There's something else about
That's Kanye West's fault though, because Kanye West
I feel like he needs attention, man. He's just like he knows that like on some Marilyn Manson shit, like he knows if he shocks people, like he's just probably so addicted to like, or he's maybe such a narcissist that he's just, I mean. I can also imagine what, you know, the empathy in me goes when he's been watching your wife get robbed and
he didn't watch
out
it
by, you know, it's like all these like lie that family. I mean, who knows what the guys. He's probably, you know, I'm sure Hollywood will do that to you after a while.
I mean, just look at what the Kardashians did to every man that fucked with them. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, you know, we knew he was crazy before he wasn't that crazy.
Yeah. I mean, remember he said, Bush doesn't care about black people.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Let's do our favorite.
Bush doesn't care about black people.
Him and Mike Myers.
Mike Myers looks at him, and they cut to Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, you, Chris Tucker's like, the fuck." It's just funny. It was so great. Was do you see the Dave Chappelle monologue on SNL? Mm-hmm. When he opens it, he's like, Kanye West got in so much trouble. Kanye got in trouble too.
I was thinking, like, you know, the best way to spot a racist, I guess, or anybody, like, you know, it's like when they put the before anything, like the blacks, the Jews. Just say black people. You know, like just say, you know, the whites. It's like just that the part.
Yeah.
It's like when you put quotation marks. Like try this. You could put quotation marks on anything. Ready? Like, hey, how was your dinner tonight? You know, it's weird, right?
Yeah. Because you're insinuating something else.
It's the same thing with the. And thank you. BMW.
This is how not to be racist. BMW.
Yeah. Even if you're trying not to be racist, you'd be like, oh, are you going to
be racist?
Yeah, no. I hate everyone equally.
Yeah, for me, I mean,
everyone sucks at this point.
I feel that. I don't really care what
people are just horrible.
I never understood why people hate the Jews. They never made sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like. can't
Was
really
it
say
in-
I've hung out with like a lot of Jewish people, but they seem pretty cool.
I think I would play.
We can all learn something from everybody.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason.
I'll leave it at that because I don't really know. If I start talking about it, then I'm
You go home, you're like, your stepmom's
it's gonna be on the internet forever.
forever.
Fucking love Sandlot.
Yeah, I love that movie.
No, but I love Kanye West. The shit he's been saying, and all that. Nah, who cares? Like
Like,
I
what is-
don't understand when people's like, oh, he has a platform, and it's like,
What is he thinking? Like, no, it'd be so funny. They said that about Trump though, because like people were like, when Trump said he was gonna run for it, everyone's like, he's not gonna run. He's not gonna run.
Yeah.
And then he fucking ran, and then he's
Go
like,
on.
he's not gonna win. He's not gonna. This is a fucking joke. They're like, this is a joke. This is like The Apprentice. He fucking won. So who are
who are we?
Leave it to. I love my country, but leave it to this dumbass country to
Well,
probably
here's
elect
my-
Kanye West for president.
Check this out. So,
Why don't you
watch-
just make music though? Like, just make music. You're good at the music and shit. Like,
watch 2028. Kim K.
oh god,
Governor.
I hope not.
Right now, you know what she's doing? She's trying to become a lawyer.
Yeah, she did. But that's all like. They're so
She's a
connected.
celebrity lawyer.
Hey, what do you think about that SBF guy with Sam Bankman-Fried? That guy.
That's stupid. First of all, I don't believe in crypto. I've always think it's a scam.
Well,
NFTs
I'm
is
from the
just-
east side of Long Beach, so when I hear crypto, I think like different.
yeah.
So flat on the side. I'm
No,
like
but, like,
Nipsey Hussle. What?
That shit, nah, like NFTs and all that shit, crypto, all that shit is been fake. Like what?
And now, yeah, and they showed that they were paying money to people. They didn't want it to be regulated. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's like, but they gave $40 million to like mostly Democrats, but some Republicans that had influence on the
yeah,
regulation side.
yeah.
And now they're saying they only put $2 million aside. Like they're not even gonna give back the money. It's like it's just so crazy. Man.
They're not. Why should they? They don't care.
Yeah.
Well, what good will giving back the money do? It's already spent, bitch. I mean, what?
I mean, how about all those people that lost money? That's just crazy, man. They
Well-
said that was the biggest, one of the biggest frauds like ever.
Well, I don't think I can think of anything else in history that's close to like this crypto and NFT scam. Like, what in history has like could you pull towards this?
I think it was the housing crisis. There was like
That's
one
different
guy,
though. That's
there's-
different because that's like property. That's physical things.
There's
And
some
then-
guy some bank guy that. The worst pot. We're doing the worst.
Big
podcast
Short.
ever.
No,
Yeah.
that's
the
fine.
Big Short. You know what I'm talking.
Yeah. When they shorted all the housing market.
Yeah, and that guy went to fucking. He
And
got,
it's kind of the same thing.
but I mean, how many billion did that guy transfer over? Like 40 billion.
who more money than we'll ever fucking
A
see.
28-year-old kid. And what's with the orgies and shit, bro? They're all getting on
jealous.
Bohemian Island. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just jealous.
No, don't
But-
be jealous. It's alright to be
But
jealous.
it's weird, but like they weren't, the most attractive people either. So it's like you're just like a bunch of fucking nerds, like
Yeah,
Pokemon outfits.
they're fucking
like,
kind of ugly.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
kinda, even that girl who came out, that little CEO, that
Yeah,
faux girl.
she's not getting prosecuted. I'll bet you $100 she's ratting on.
Yeah, she's ratting, but she's cute. But she's like, nah. And she's like,
I feel like we've got that much money put aside, like, and there's so much money they can't find now, or they're trying to find it, but it's all crypto, right?
yeah. Well, it's not only that, but he's also like, he was in the Bahamas for a long time. And he
Why
probably
does
put it
Snoop start his own crypto? If you think about it, right?
Because he's not a scammer.
It's perfect.
because he's not a
It's
scammer.
made for him.
Because everyone knows that shit's fake. All the real people know that. That's why.
Yeah, it's not tangible.
I mean, Donald Trump started his own NFT now.
Yeah, I saw the trading cards and shit.
Mhm.
Man, what's going on now, dude? This is we're really making this.
What's funnier, the fact that people thought he was going to announce for presidency, or that the fact that he announced it and he announced that he was doing NFT.
Right after the crypto guy. Right after the crypto guy. Like, poor timing, bro. And he buried his wife on his golf course. Like,
Which one?
That's
That's a fair assessment.
that's savage, bro.
I mean, he's got like 3
Your
wives.
next Melania.
She's hot though.
Yeah. She's like a James Bond villain to me.
Don't mean she ain't hot. Don't mean she ain't hot.
Like a cat lady, though, you know?
I can see that.
And fuck that car. Well, that's it. Actually, that's a 3-wheeled bike, so.
What do you even call those 3-wheel bikes? Training wheels?
Lame.
Lane?
I don't know, like midlife crisis mobile? I don't know.
Call it homosexuals?
Homosexual. There's a difference.
Sensual.
It's more sensual.
No, it's not.
No penetration, just purely sensual.
No, he's getting penetrated. If anything, that dude's getting pegged. At the least.
I'm just getting my super good.
Because Santa Claus isn't real.
Fuck this interview.
This motherfucker.
I need the attention.
He needs the attention. This is Kanye moment.
I'm just saying. This is gonna be fun. Can't wait for video watches.
Oh, it's gonna be a great watch. Rewatch. Oh shit.
So we'll take you somewhere after this. I don't know where.
Yeah, somewhere, but yeah, let's finish up really quickly. And we got some other things to do. You gotta be a father.
No, it's good, man. It's all good. I got a Christmas party I wanted to take you to.
I'm done. We'll do that. But yeah, we'll finish up here in a bit.
I got invited somewhere, so I gotta take you over there.
Oh no, let's go down. But yeah, so Raj, let the people know where they can find you: Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, whatever you got. Just plug it, and we'll share with you.
Facebook.com Rajh Music. Spotify Rajh Audio Days is the record. There's a couple new single out called Emojis. Just put out, and you will see me in your city near you at the beginning of the new year.
2023.
2023.
All over San
Probably
Diego.
performing with this guy.
Hey, looking forward to it.
Yeah, and what else? Instagram Sandbox Social Club.
All right, thank you. I'll take care.
Thank you guys.